Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Kuwait, where we're going to cover the International Book Fair here in Kuwait Fairground, the 48th edition. And this is going to be exciting. We got a lot of interviews that are set up for you, especially in the Ministry of Information and many young Kuwaiti writers. Join me and let's take a look at all the new things. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Kuwait International Book Fair, the 48th edition, and we're here at the pavilion or the booth of the Kuwaiti Heritage Society, a non-profit government organization aimed at preserving Kuwait's culture and heritage. I'm here with one of its board members, might I say, Mr. Saad Fahad. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Welcome here.
Mr. Saad, can you tell me about the Kuwaiti Heritage Society?
Yes. So Kuwait Heritage Society was established in 2017. It aims to preserve the heritage and identity of our forefathers, whether it was tangible or intangible.
Yes.
Today here in the International Book Fair, we are pleased to introduce the collection of our board members and our members. So we have a collection of books.
Yes.
Some of them are very rare actually. So here we can see a book that's almost a century old.
This one right here.
This one. And it's Kuwait History by Abdulaziz Lurshid.
This is almost like 100 years.
Printed 1926.
1926.
Yes.
99 years exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
And 11 months.
11 months.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it's the first book that talks about Kuwait history. And here we have the first Kuwaiti magazine, which is Majallat al-Kuwait, Magazine of Kuwait. It was printed in 1928.
1928.
So it's also 98 years old.
And this is a collection of the board members. This is a personal collection.
Yes, exactly. And they are very rare and in very mint condition.
Mint condition. I see their preservance. It's not like they're 100 years old.
Exactly.
I'm also seeing many pictures behind you with very historical figures in Kuwait's history. Can you tell me about them?
Exactly. We have here 3 paintings of our member, Noura Toura. She's an artist. So she drew or painted these 3 paintings. One is for Saif Marzouk Shamlan, the other one is for Yusuf bin Isa al-Jana'i, and the third one is for the poet Fahad al-Askar.
And she painted this by herself?
Yes, she did them exclusively for this booth.
And what can you tell me about the Kuwait Heritage Society? What does it plan to do in the future?
I want to talk about some things that we have did in the past that are major on a national level. One of them was changing, or we were the consultants in changing the emblem or refreshing the emblem of Kuwait.
This
it's official already.
The specific entity here of the government.
Exactly.
You yourselves helped reshape the emblem of Kuwait.
To be exact, the ship that's in the emblem.
Yes.
To make it exactly like how the boom ship used to be. Moreover, we are part of the consultant team to rebuild Mubarakiya market.
Yes.
The part that was burnt. In order to preserve the identity and the way it used to look.
Yes. And with Mubarakiya itself, it's such a history that it has. It's like the local souk in Kuwait for many, many years. And you're actually giving, it's like supporting it financially. And you're a non-profit organization.
Exactly, yeah. What we do is that we only do consultations. This is what we can offer. And also one of the things that we are in the process of doing is rebuilding the مقاهي الشعبية, what we call them.
Local cafes.
Exactly. So one of them is Al Shmemri. It's already now being demolished and rebuilt.
Yes.
And it's going to be on exactly like it used to be, the historical way.
It's funny you mentioned Shmemri. That's where most of my childhood is, it's like, to be honest. And Mr. Said, I can see this model here. And can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, it's a model of our headquarters, which was gifted by Mrs. Sheikha Shaman, a member in Kuwait Heritage Society. It represents our headquarters, which is Amarat bin Isa building of bin Isa family, and it's more than 200 years old.
200 years old.
Still mostly preserved. And in this headquarters, on the other side, we have our own museum that we can see all the stuff that's related to our heritage. Either it's the divers' tools, the Nokhudah's tools, the merchant's office, and other stuff that you are welcome to see every week from Sunday to Wednesday, 4 to 8 p.m.
4 to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And for this building specifically, you said, how old is it?
More than 200 years old.
More than 200 years old, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a fitting place for Kuwait's Heritage Society.
Exactly.
And what area is it in?
It's in Sharq area.
It's still in Sharq.
It's in the Sharq area.
One
Yeah.
of Kuwait's original 3 parts, Sharq
Exactly.
Bagab and Jibla, and it's still there. It's such a throwback to history. And once when you go to this place and you walk through it, can you just feel like the history inside?
You can feel it, because even all the ceilings, all the materials are still mostly preserved.
It's
the
still
same
mostly
things
preserved.
from 200 years old.
It's the exact same building.
Exactly.
And with all the things that you have inside, how long does it take to maybe gather them or collect them?
It was actually a very, very big effort from most of the members, and it took around 3 years to gather all this stuff, to put them in, and present them in a presentable way that reflects the importance of our Kuwait Heritage Society.
Yes, and I see that you take very good care of it. And this model is, again, it's amazing. Also with the museum also involved, do you also have any extracurricular activities? Are there other government entities that you work with as Kuwait Heritage Society?
We have an affiliation with the Kuwait Scientific Center, and also we have an affiliation with the Ministry of Information.
Yes.
So, and we're working on others in order to thrive and to give more.
When we talk about Kuwait's history, and we also always remember the pearl. It's the main thing, and the transition from the pearl to oil. What's the pearl diving exhibit like, and how much does the Kuwait Heritage Society focus on that, like pearl diving?
Last year there was a big event. It was the sailors or the divers week.
Yes.
And it was also an affiliation with the Ministry of Information, and it was 1 week near Yom al-Bahar.
Yes.
This year we're planning to do something big, but we cannot reveal it.
Oh, it's a surprise. Yes,
it's going to be a surprise, and it's going to be something major, inshallah.
Inshallah, it's going to be something major. And you're working with museums, you're working with also professors from Kuwait University as well, correct?
Correct, yeah.
And also with everything that the Kuwait Heritage Society does, is there maybe documentaries set in motion, maybe, you say you work with the Ministry of Information.
Yeah.
Is there other grand openings that we'd like to tell us about?
Regarding documentaries, there was one TV show at D1. It's you can find it in 51 application, also in Ministry of Information.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's presented by our chairman, Mr. Fahd Abdul Jail.
That's your chairman.
Correct.
Okay, nice,
And you can find all the members that come and go as honored guests. And there is the fixed guests that are always there. They talk about everything related to our heritage and our identity.
Yes. And when it comes to preserving things, when we talk about heritage, we talk about the divers, we talk about all of that. Do we preserve some things maybe from like the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s? Are they considered part of like the heritage side?
I think there is a law for this stuff. It has to be above 50 years old. I'm not sure about this one.
Okay.
But it should be above 50 years old in order to be counted as something heritage.
Yes, yes, yes. What can you tell me about the books that are authored by the board members of the Kuwait Heritage Society?
Yeah, we have a collection of books that are displayed in our booth. Some of them are related to the sea, some of them are related to the desert, some are to the poets, and other sectors from the heritage.
Yes, also the pilgrimage trips they used to take from Kuwait all the way to...
We have 2 books about these.
Yes.
One that's specifically about the ones that are on camels, and the other is afterwards when the cars came out.
Yes, yes. And question to you personally, what got you in the Kuwait Heritage Society?
Okay, so this is a funny story. When I was young, I used to hate history.
And now you're working here.
Exactly, and that's why I deviated everything and I went to engineering college.
Okay.
And I became an engineer.
Same. Oh, we're same here. Yeah.
Okay, exactly. And then I came back to a full circle and went back to heritage and history.
Heritage.
Yeah.
And so it's like the thing that you didn't like at the beginning. Now you're working with them.
Exactly. It started with interest of how the social life works in Kuwait, and then the political side.
Yes.
And then I had to, go back to the ground on how everything started. So the only way to go back is through history and knowing our heritage.
Yes, absolutely.
And then I found out that I love history.
Yes. And how long have you been with the Kuwait Heritage Society?
I've been a member for 3 years, and I'm a board member now for around 4 months.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so your journey is amazing, and thank you for showing us all of these incredible stuff that you have with Kuwait Heritage Society. We're so excited for your new projects with the Kuwait Heritage Society, and we're honored to have you with us. Thank you so much.
To meet you.
Absolutely. Likewise. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our coverage of International Book Fair here at Kuwait Fairground. I'm in the booth of Kuwait Lawyers Society, and I'm here with one of the representatives, lawyer Jumana Babahani. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, nice to meet you, and nice to have you tonight with us.
Thank you so much for having us in this booth. And my first question is, what can you tell me about Kuwait Lawyers Society?
Of course, this is an important question, so we can introduce the Kuwait Lawyers Society. It's the Lawyers Society of Kuwait. It's the only one. It was established in 1963, and it's mandatory to register in order to practice law in Kuwait.
So anybody who dreams of being a lawyer, whether they graduate from KU or anywhere else, they need to register with the Kuwait Society of Lawyers.
Yes, in order to practice, to be the profession, you need to be registered in Kuwait Lawyers Society. We have a registration committee. You need to meet up with them and give them your registration papers.
And the field of law is ever so expansive, ever so large. What kind of different fields can you tell us about law?
There is a variety of fields in the profession. You have the criminal law, and you have the civil law, family law, and so many varieties. Nowadays, we have a different field, which is artificial intelligence.
For law, there's the law for artificial intelligence.
Of course, everything there is a law for it.
Really? So, for example, what if a person is just graduated from law and they want to get into a specialty, maybe criminal, family? What's the personality traits that you're looking for?
Of course, first of all, you need to, in order, when you register, you need to practice law and take some, let's say, sessions and attend hearings in order to see which field of law you like most, you're very good at.
So, and they need to first have a run through of all the fields of law.
Of course, yes.
To see what they fit mostly. And do you mind me asking you, what field of law are you specialized in?
Well, actually, I'm specialized in international family law.
International family law?
Yeah. First of all, when I graduated, I was specialized in only civil and commercial law. And then I practiced family law for a while. And then nowadays, with globalization and my committee as an international lawyer, I work as an international family lawyer.
Can you tell us about the many trips, many efforts that the Kuwait Lawyer Society does? And like, do they go abroad and other maybe conventions for law?
Of course, you know, Kuwait Lawyer Society has over 150 committees and centers.
150? Okay.
Yeah, over that. One of which now participating in the Kuwait International Fairground for Book Fair. It's the Culture Center. The head of the Culture Center is Attorney Bushra Al-Hindal, and I'm holding the International Organization Center at the bar. We, we participate in worldwide conferences part of several organizations, and we have a lot of work going on.
Yes. And when you said your specialty was international family law.
Yes.
So there is a basis of law that applies to the international community, not just Kuwait. So each country might have specific laws, but there's a set rules of international laws that apply everywhere.
Of course, as you know, each country has its own law, but there are certain bases, like for example, according to what I specialize in, like the family law has the basis law of marriage, basis law of divorce. So in the law for child abuse and the protection of children. So worldwide treaties, they need to protect families and children and women.
Yes.
So you have the basis from there.
Yes. And you told me about you being in international family law. Is there a set basis of laws everywhere that it applies to?
Of course, as a matter of fact, yes, because from my field of law, you have a set of bases for like marriage, for divorce, for the protection of child, the protection of women, coming from international treaties, and in order to implement them in Kuwait, it comes within the law.
Okay, and I want to ask another question also when regarding to law in general. I know in the United States they have something called the bar exam for lawyers.
Yes.
Is there a same process here in Kuwait that they take an exam?
No, we don't have an exam, but we have a training sessions that for newly graduates and the people newly registration of lawyers, they have to train for a certain time.
Okay, and how long is that time usually? Is it a set time for everybody or is it different sometimes?
It's a set time for everybody for the newly registrations.
Okay.
So in order they practice law, they're new to the profession, they need to have some sessions, code of ethics, how do they practice, how do they attend the hearings.
Oh, that's a lot of hours.
Yes.
It's a lot of hours, a lot of hard work.
Of course, when you become a lawyer, you're a hard worker.
Yes, absolutely. And I wanted to ask you, as a woman in this field, as a Kuwaiti woman, are you seeing more involvement from the Kuwaiti women in general in the field of law?
Actually, this is a great question. You know, Kuwaiti women, since the establishment of Kuwait and since let's say when the constitution came in 1960, before that, they were the first from the Gulf to get a higher education, the first to drive cars.
Yes. And
they were pioneers. Nowadays, also, you would see a lot of Kuwaiti women practicing law, and they're very good at it.
Yes. And what has changed in the field of law from when you started to now?
There is a lot of change. You know, I've been practicing since 21 years ago.
MashaAllah.
And you would see a lot of litigation, a lot of new laws have evolved. As I told you, we have the AI coming in the field, and this is a huge revolution.
And what can you tell me about the field of AI law? How long has it been there? It's very recent, correct?
It's very recent, but the thing is, Ali, you know, the laws come after when things happen. They don't come before.
Oh,
because if we don't know them, we cannot put rules and laws for them. AI rules came by, let's say, after COVID, and now worldwide, people are trying to see which field does AI go under.
Okay.
Mostly, it's under intellectual property.
Okay, and I want your professional opinion. where do you think AI should belong? Should it stay in intellectual property, or maybe in criminal law or something like that?
Well, as a matter of fact, nowadays you see it's under intellectual property, but maybe we will see it under the criminal law in the coming days.
Years.
Let's say, not years,
days.
Yeah,
Even.
very quickly.
It's actually kind of scary how you see videos created by AI, how they
Correct.
can use people's likeness and they just are there. And it's really difficult and hard to actually dictate which is, like, the ethics are really new.
Yes, and you know, using AI in such a way that it might cause something, you know, as a criminalized,
Yes, yes.
then you can put it under the criminal law.
Yes, yes, yes. Maybe so, like, people would use AI to perform maybe scans through the phone or like that. People need to be aware of that. And we hope that Kuwait Lawyer Society is actually in the forefront
yes.
of actually containing these things,
Of
right?
course, we have a center for the AI and the laws of it. We have participated and also held several seminars, several conferences according to AI beforehand, before even it was you know, done in Kuwait.
In the field of AI containment, we said that a lot of things are happening. Are there any new laws regarding AI itself?
Actually, we are using AI, and then, as I said, having the laws for it. Now we have so many initiatives in Kuwait Lawyers Society, starting from 2021 till now.
Also, I wanted to mention about the law in Kuwait specifically. Is it true that its basis is built on maybe originally French law?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we have the origins of it as French law and also the Egyptian law, with having the culture of Kuwait in it. So we have our own laws depending on the heritage and culture of Kuwait.
Okay, and I want to talk specifically about constitutional law. Is it a whole separate field? You know, there's like doctors and then there's like dentists, a whole super specialized field. Is it the same thing for maybe constitutional law?
The constitutional law is the umbrella of laws.
Okay, so it includes all the laws all the time.
It's the basis of the law, where it comes from, and how we implement also treaties.
Okay, nice, nice. Well, thank you so much for representing the Kuwaiti Lawyers Society.
Most
It has
welcome.
been a joy and wonderful time talking to you, and also an honor for you representing female empowerment in the field of law.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back. And there you have it, a very long and fun way to learn about Kuwait's literary scene from the Ministry of Information and from young Kuwaiti writers that know how to express themselves in a very fun and amazing way to show people what they're made of and that they can do anything that they want. Thank you for joining us in Kuwait. And until next time, I'll see you then.